Hello, everyone, and welcome to From Surviving to Thriving, where we navigate the in between, the struggles and the things that are real life that nobody really wants to talk about, those unseen moments, the mindset shifts. I'm your host, Robin Carr, award-winning international motivational speaker, author, as well as a mindset coach, and the founder of Thrive Unapologetically. And today, I am so excited that we have with us Kristine Susa. She is a podcast manager, a digital nomad, and guess what? A real live mermaid. I'm so excited. So, Kristine, thank you so much for being here with us today. Please tell me a little bit about what inspired you to be a podcast manager and kind of do all these things and how they work together. It's very interesting.
Oh my gosh. So, truthfully, nothing inspired me to be a podcast manager. It very much just fell into my lap. I have been in the online entrepreneurial space for about 9-ish years now, and I started with a network marketing company. Not going to say who, but I think that's where a lot of entrepreneurs kind of start is in network marketing, and we kind of just grow and develop from there. So I really didn't love that side of business. It felt really icky and just forced to me. But I really love the social media management side of things. So moved into social media management and just kind of kept learning and growing and developing different skills along the way. And I've moved into, oh my gosh, brand design, graphic design, web design and development, and started playing around with like the story branding kind of idea. And I had a friend at the time who was a podcast manager. And I was telling her how much I hate web design. I hate web development. The money is great, but I just dread it so much. And as I was playing around with all these audio and video editing things at the time, she just said, "Why don't you try podcast management?" Because I listen to podcasts every day, all day. May they be educational, may they be just like fun and comedic and nonsense, or like celebrity ones. I recently started listening to a scuba diving podcast. So it kind of just fell into my lap over the years as I kind of just grew and developed and learned what I liked and what I didn't like about being in the online space. And it really feels like home now because it's nothing that I kind of ever dreamed of doing, but it's weirdly that it's bringing all of like my passions and dreams into one place.
That is absolutely amazing. And I love how things just like come together like that. And it really is true that if it's meant for you, it's going to find its way to you. And that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So what excites you about what you do? Like, is there a specific result that people get on their podcast or a certain like aspect of their business that changes or like what excites you the most?
hmm So I hate to say this, but I am a people pleaser. I love hearing that I make people happy. May that be, I love giving them gifts. I love spending time with them. I love just doing surprises and stuff for them. Just giving them that little bit of like the dopamine hit of happiness really kind of drives me. And that's what I really love about working with my clients is I get these messages every week and it's just like, Kristine, thank you so much for doing this. Like, since I gave this over to you, I have like 4 extra hours in my day and I can do this and I'm stress free now and I know everything's taken care of. Like, thank you so much. Like, those little messages are the reason that I've always stayed in the entrepreneurial space because I just love making people happy, knowing that I can do stuff for them. So I'm always in like a service first type of mindset when it comes to business, clients, even when it comes to my personal life and my hobbies too. Like I'm as a digital nomad and like a scuba diver, my whole drive to be a scuba diver was to literally save the oceans and like help the oceans. Like I'm looking into getting into a conservation project later this year to just kind of go down and may that be like help a coral reef farm like grow new corals or survey what's going on with like the local flora and fauna. Like I'm always in such a service first, let's help in some way mindset that working doesn't even feel like work and living doesn't feel like living because I always just I just want people to be happy. And I'm always told that I'm like, you're always such a light in my life. You're always such a ray of sunshine. You're always smiling. Your energy's intoxicating. And I'm like, that's what I want. I just want to be a light in the world and just make everyone happy and smile.
Well, I can't stop smiling, so thank you for that. I can't love that enough. Like I wish more people were like that and they just wanted to see others succeed and like stop competing and stop all the nonsense. That is absolutely beautiful. That is to what I aspire, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So, in working with this and trying to save the world is what it sounds like you're doing, at least the oceans. So, like, what challenges do you face? I mean, it has. I'm sure that while making people happy is obviously very rewarding, but there has to be a struggle. There has to be some kind of challenge that you've come up with, and like, how do you deal with those?
Yeah. I know most people probably want to hear something that is struggling me with like business. But I have really found over the years that my environment, my external environment, really severely impacts everything else in my life. May that be my business, my mental health, my friendships, my relationships. Like my out external environment is the biggest thing really that affects me. And that's really why I started being a digital nomad and got into that world because the city that I grew up in Saskatchewan, Canada, and it's a great bubble. It's very it's very conservative. It's very corporate 9 to 5. It's very white picket fence American dream type of style. You grow up, go to college, have kids, get married, do all that stuff, right? Buy the house, buy the car, white picket fence. It's very structured in that way. And I've never really been drawn to that lifestyle or thought that was like the greatest way to live. That's always kind of done the opposite for me. It's actually always really scared me in the sense of just being constrained to one place and never experiencing life, for so to speak, really scared me. So I first moved away to Vancouver when I was 27 years old, and it was probably the best thing that I could have ever done. The energy there was just electric and magnetic, and people were they were very entrepreneurial driven and outdoor driven. Like the acting scene there is crazy. So there's people constantly trying to develop and grow and become better people, and I was really, really drawn to that because that really elevated me. And by elevating me with my external environment, I was able to elevate my brain and my creativity and my inspiration and find my passions and my drive for life. And after living there for about 3 years, well, COVID hit. I was there when COVID hit, and I was bartending at the time. And I really watched the decline of humanity, for lack of better words. And I wanted no part of it. I was like, I saw
Mhm.
people just become the nastiest versions of themselves because it was so driven by just fear and hate and competition and just it wasn't nice. So around that time, I actually said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I need to go find a new place that reignites my light and sparks me up again. And that's really what fueled my digital nomad journey was that push out of Canada to find my place kind of in the world and to just keep following that flame and keep that fuel going. And I moved down to Mexico at the time and had no idea what I was doing. I one-way flight, I just left the country and had a hotel for like 1 week. And I said, you know what, I'll figure it out. And when I got down there, I flew down to Puerto Vallarta. I took a bus up to Sayulita. It's like this cute little surfer town. And then went over to Cancun and went over to Puerto Vallarta, or sorry, oh my gosh, went over to Playa del Carmen.
Mhm.
And in the heart of Playa del Carmen is where I really found my people. It was just a hub for other digital nomads from literally all over the world. And I met some of my dearest friends there. And like my best friends are from Italy now, from England, other parts of Canada, down in Australia. Like I met the most amazing people from all aspects of the world, all really looking for the same thing. We were all really looking for that happiness, that peace, that joy, that drive, that community to really fuel our passions and reignite all of those flames in us. And when you're in that headspace of you just have this community of people that are very like-minded with you, and you're in this external climate and environment of things that really just bring you peace. That was really when I noticed my business flourished because everything else just kind of fell together. I was in a wonderfully warm climate. I was with amazing people that I could brainstorm with them and they got it. Like they understood what was going on and they understood the struggles and they could understand collaborative ideas and everything like that. And it didn't hurt that I could go to the beach on my lunch break.
Right.
So that really helped. But really just shifting that environment that was really kind of stifling that flame and kind of suffocating, for lack of better words, really opened everything else in my life. I noticed my health got better, like physical and mentally. And the business, my creative cap was just on overdrive when I was down there. And all I wanted to do, like we were working till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. some nights because we were just having fun and developing new things and creating new things and helping people. And it really just, yeah, that was really when I really, really realized that the external environment holds such a heavy impact on everything else in your life.
I think that was the most beautiful challenge answer that I've ever heard. No, that you're absolutely right. And it's so amazing to me that you felt this and then you acted on it because that's so huge. Because so many
Mhm.
people, maybe they want to make a difference, maybe they want to make a change, and they act out of fear rather than I'll figure it out. I love that. I say that all the time. Like I'll figure it out. Have faith that it's going to work out and that I make it happen.
Yeah,
Um, that is beautiful. Like, and so it's very cool. So you said that was in Playa del Carmen where you found all those
Title
people?
Carmen. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and it was amazing. And I remember when I left, even to this day actually, some of my friends back home, they always ask me, "Why are you running away? Why are you running away from home?" And I just kind of look at them and I smile and I'm just like, why does it have to be running away from something? It's because it's running towards something is what's
Yes.
really going on. Like I'm not running away. I wouldn't be who I am without my hometown and the people in it and my friends and my family. So it's not that I don't like where I'm from, but it just sometimes you're just born in the wrong place, right? And you got to leave and you got to go experience life and really follow your dreams and follow your passions and have that courage to follow that because I find a lot of people are stifled by comfortability and
Mhm.
stability. I think that's why pe a lot of people just enjoy that American dream of corporate 9 to 5, have babies, have a family, have a house, because
Mhm.
it's comfortable and it's stable and it's secure. And I feel the most comfortable when I'm uncomfortable and unstable and unsecure. And that
Yes.
is a big thing that none of my friends and family understand because they're like, "Well, what are you doing down there?" I'm like, "I don't know." "Well, where are you going now? Where are you staying?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, and that really is what fuels me up is that little unknown fact because it just keeps so many doors open. Like I hate the idea of people closing doors on themselves because they're not courageous enough to take the step and like go do what they want to do in life. And it just makes you really sad and I really want to empower people to kind of to go after those dreams, to follow them. The money will always come and your house will always be there. But go explore the world. Like, and just see what's out there.
Yeah, no, gosh, that's absolutely so true. And I feel like comfortability is one of the main reasons that people are stuck. And it's because they're comfortable and they don't want to understand, or I mean, maybe they want to understand something different, but like you said, they don't have the courage. And it is sad. Um, that's exact, that's my exact mission too, is to help people like not get, stuck still.
Yeah.
Um, so that's amazing. So, what is one piece of advice that you would share with anyone listening right now?
Oof.
I know, just one. I know. You can give me two. It's okay.
Just one. Say yes.
Ooh,
Just
yes,
say yes.
girl.
When I first moved down to Mexico at that time, I was scared. I was mentally damaged. Just, I was so broken. And when I went down there, that was my thing. I said, because all I wanted to do was just sit in a hole and not do anything or see anyone because people had gotten so nasty and I was so over it. But when I moved down there, that's what I said. I was like, whatever opportunity comes your way, you're gonna say yes. Whatever idea comes your way, you're gonna say yes. Whatever stranger comes off the street and asks you to do something, whether it's not illegal, right? You're gonna you're gonna say yes. And just that decision to say yes just shifted everything. Like I don't know how I ended up out in this little Sayulita beach town outside of Puerto Vallarta. It's because I met this random guy at the hostel I was staying at, and he was just really nice. We got along really well. And he said, "I'm going here. Do you want to come?" I said, "Yep." Yeah, let's go. So just that year of just like saying yes transformed everything. And there's always going to be reasons to say no. There's always going to be reasons to say no. But I think at the end of the day, what's the cost of saying no? I'm
Mhm.
always on the pursuit of joy and happiness and peace. And I know that sounds corny and I know that sounds cheesy, but that's always my mission outside of money, outside of anything. My goal is always just happiness. Does this decision bring me happiness? Am I feeling peaceful right now? If the answers are no, or if there's any hesitation, then I know it's time to change something and I know it's time to say yes to something else.
Something
So,
else. That is amazing. So I have to ask, so when you decided to be a yes girl, had you seen the movie Yes Man?
no, never
Have
even
you-
heard of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there's your homework. No, I'm just teasing. It's an older movie, but there is a movie out there called Yes Man, and it's very interesting. Um,
I'll have to do
so
it.
yeah,
I think
it's
there's
very
a book
interesting.
featured on saying yes too or something. I'm a big book girl.
There might be,
But
I don't know. This is like
yeah.
a comedy, like kind of like a rom-com kind of movie.
Ooh, my
Um,
favorite.
there you go. All right, so a couple more questions. We're wrapping up. So first and foremost, like people, I'm sure will absolutely love you, and they're gonna want to get in contact with you. So what's the best way to do that? Email, Facebook, website, just put it all out
Yeah,
there.
I'm all over the social medias. I'm on Facebook at just Kristine Susa. I'm on Instagram at kristinesusa.podcastmanager. We don't have the website up and running quite yet. It is under construction as there's a big overhaul being done on it. It should be up by the end of next month. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But yeah, all forms of social media. I am all over the place and I love talking. So I am on podcasts. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. I love networking. Again, I always say yes. So
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I'll be sure and put those in the details as well when I post this. But so one last curveball, and then I'm
mhm.
gonna let you free. So what's your goal for your business or personally in the next 5 years?
Again, as someone who hates comfortability and stability and planning, it's the worst question you could ask me. I barely know what I'm doing at the end of this year.
Right.
Um, Gosh, I mean, business-wise, I've got this really amazing program, not program, but academy, we'll call it, rolling out soon. And really, the big goal of it is to just empower people into the podcast world and really help them get there in a stress-free and overwhelming way that kind of clears the water, it lifts the veil. It's going to be accessible at all levels, financial wise. I really just want to just help people get into the podcast space a lot more because it's so fun. I love this space. So that's probably the big thing with business. I'm really focusing on building out this academy for people. And then personally, we're gonna get on. I've got a couple ideas right now. I don't know if I should put them out into the universe, but we're really looking into leaving Canada sometime soon, and I haven't quite decided where we're going yet. As I said, I am a scuba diver and I really want to get on a conservation project, but there's so many amazing ones out there that it's really difficult to choose. And also, I did get a kitten a couple of years ago. So I've got a little baby cat with me who he's all prepped for traveling, but I also have to think of him when it comes to locations because I want to make sure he can get in, first of all.
Right.
And then I want to make sure he's going to be safe there. Like Australia has always been on the bucket list. It's the hub of the social world, but it's really difficult to bring animals there.
Mhm.
It's doable. It's just a long, expensive process. But again, like Roatan and Utila, Honduras, it's very easy to get him in there. And that's the second biggest reef in the world. It's the Mesoamerican reef. And they've got some amazing conservation projects out there too, and Bonaire and Belize. And there's so many options. The hardest choice is which one to choose because they're all going to be amazing. So.
No, I mean, it sounds like the universe is already saying yes. You just got to figure out which one fits the
Yeah,
best.
I've said yes. I just have to choose. There is still
Yeah.
a choice that needs to be made when it
Yes.
comes to the saying yes rule,
Yes.
but you do have to also choose to say yes.
Right. Well, this has been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And for everyone listening, this is From Surviving to Thriving, where we talk about the good, bad, and the ugly and everything in between. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.